Let's kick off with you, Jacqui, because I mean it is a stressful time, and I would say the cooking is the most stressful thing. What's your own view?
Right. Well, I think it's the combination of all of the things, and depending the meaning that each part of it holds for you. I mean, stress is about, it's never the same for any two people. It's the thoughts that we put upon it. I call them the tigers in your mind. It used to be when we were in the savannah cave people, it was the tiger out there, and that doesn't exist anymore, but it's what triggers our amygdala in our brain, which I call the tigers in your mind. So for one person, I was talking to the makeup lady, she's like, oh, we're all laid back, we'll all be in our pyjamas, our slippers all day, and we'll eat late, and it's no big deal. Another person would be like, it has to be on the table at 1. My family, my mother, it like has to be on 1. So we'll all get so stressed because of that pressure that's been put on it.
It brings back things that have maybe been unresolved throughout the year or for years, doesn't it? Because we want this picturesque perfection.
That's brilliant. That hits the nail on the head. It's this idea, again, the thoughts, you see, what we should be. I always say to clients, change your shoulds into could. Because it's like, oh, it should be perfect, it should look like this, it should be how I was as a child. If you said, well, it could be perfect, but let's just leave it as good enough. And it could be like this, it should, but it could. That's such a kind of one-letter change, but a massive shift.
And of course, drink can play a significant part in events, can't it?
Yes, I think you've definitely got to have an alcohol management strategy. Yeah. And it's either going to be a case of if everyone's a bit awkward, things are a bit frosty, you know, top everyone up. If they're getting a bit over-emotional and perhaps even confrontational, then hold the booze. But definitely a strategy is in order.
So what are your tips then, apart from either hiding or applying the alcohol?
Mine sounds so boring in comparison. My top tip is about breathing, using your breath. Because this thing I was talking about, the tiger in the mind, the amygdala part of your brain is getting fired. And one way to counter that is to just take 2 or 3, exactly.
I'll do it now.
Really slow breaths. Do it, John. Do both do it. And you can feel it just allows your kind of problem-solving higher cortex to kick in. And so if you just go out into the garden, give it a fresh air, 3 deep breaths.
But what
really helps.
It's when you're all in the garden breathing that is a worry.